Life seems unfair to you, you feel unlucky, and you're constantly wondering, why did this happen to me? For example, why do I have this illness? Why don't I have any money? Why did my parents have to be so abnormal? Why wasn't I better looking? And finally, what did I do wrong to deserve this unlucky life? Today I'm going to answer the why once and for all with an amazing story. And let's start with that story itself. Imagine there is a big strong man on a playground and he's blindfolded, like real tight, and he can't see anything. Then he's given like 100 white balls in a big drum, and each ball is like the size of a tennis ball, and he's asked to randomly throw those 100 balls in any direction that he likes, like with whatever force he likes. He takes about 20 minutes to throw all of them, then he goes back home. Now what happens is, after like 2 days, all of the balls lying in the grass, they magically wake up. They are alive and they can look around and they see that there is a big flag somewhere, and right next to it there is a hole in the ground. As all the balls see it, they develop the desire to reach that hole. No pun intended. But then the reality sets in. All of them look around and realize that some balls are already much closer to the hole than others. In fact, 99 balls realize that at least one or more of the other balls is already closer than them. They start feeling really bad about their position and they start questioning, why am I so far and unlucky? Why did this happen to me? What did I do wrong? Now you're watching all of this. Now what do you say to that ball? What's the answer to their question? Think about it. If you can answer this question for the ball, you will forever answer this question for yourself. And I hope your answer is that there is no reason why. It's all completely random. The big guy just threw them around without any specific intention, plan, or design. Each ball just ended up in their position completely randomly. In this story, the big man throwing the balls represents the flow of universe, the chain of cause and effects. These balls represent you and me. The balls waking up represents getting born and developing consciousness. The position of the ball represents our capabilities and privileges. The desire of the balls represents our desires like hunger, thirst, sex, pleasure, safety, love, etc. The whole represents all the solutions in the environments to fulfill our desire, like food, water, sexual mate, music, a safe shelter, etc. A key point in that story is, just because those balls woke up and were able to analyze the differences in their positions doesn't mean the differences were created keeping them in mind. And the same goes for us. Just because we are different doesn't mean these differences were created with you and me in the universe's mind. In simple words, universe was just flowing randomly in this chain of cause and effect, and something got created. Some piece of biological mass that you now call, oh, this is me. And that biological mass happens to have some goals and some capabilities. And of course, there are going to be differences in capabilities in two different biological masses, like you and me. Because this flow of universe is a complex, random process, and it doesn't create clones or perfect symmetry. And these differences are inherently unfair because different capabilities mean some will be better off than others. Some will be better at achieving a particular goal than others. Some will have it easier than others. It is unfair. In order to create a perfectly fair world, you would need 7.5 billion human clones, like carbon copies, living in perfectly cloned environments, which also means that all of them would be living, talking in the exact same manner and simultaneously, like they are chanting some earth anthem all together and dancing in some annual function of the universe. You might enjoy it for half an hour, but I'm pretty sure you would quickly want to go back to your unique, different, and unfair life. Quick side note, 38% of my viewers have subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much. Please hit the bell icon too. I just want to reach you quickly. Back to the talk. If you're thinking that universe has something against you, universe is punishing you, you're really thinking too highly of yourself. It's the self-centered nature of your consciousness talking. Avoid this trap. So, if you were born with a disease, if you were born poor, if you were born less smart, if you were born bad looking, it sure sucks. Life is going to be slightly tougher, but at least now you can stop asking the question why. By asking why again and again, you're simply adding to your own misery. The answer to why is, there is no real answer. It was all just mindless and random, which is technically a real answer. There is no conscious purpose or intention or planning or design behind you. You can't file an RTI with the universe and say, What the hell was your plan, buddy? This nature of the world is something we have to make peace with. It's difficult because you like to think there is a reason behind everything. You like to think that God must have something in his mind when they created you. You like to think that everything that's happening to you is part of some bigger picture or some master plan. There is none of that. Sounds depressing? It is when you hear it for the first time, but in reality, it's liberating. Because once you make peace with this fact of universe, you focus on better questions. You can now focus on, where do we go from here? Can we make it better? What can I do to reduce the gap between me and someone luckier? And even maybe what can I do to bridge the gap between me and someone unluckier? You can now focus on real questions like, how do I become fitter? How do I make friends? How can I get a promotion? How can I enjoy my life with what I have? How can I create a business that helps others? You can now focus on questions which are directly connected to learning and action. And the good thing is, the ability to think, which allows you to feel unlucky, that same ability to think will help you change your luck. Life's not all bad. So I say put all your energy in changing your luck instead of wondering, why am I so unlucky? When there is a goal in mind, uniqueness becomes unfairness. As long as living creatures are unique and born with goals, unfairness will exist. You will never gain much by not accepting this reality. So embrace it. Then solve problems to make it less harsh. Thanks for listening. And if you feel people in your life take advantage of you, you can watch this video. Link is also in the description. Shridhar LifeSchool is a team of psychologists who specialize in counseling. To book sessions, go to our website shridharlifeschool.com.